I wonder what is like a more surreal, crazy feeling there, because you hold currently like two of the most prestigious titles in beach volleyball. Like you're a world champ, and you're a Manhattan Beach Open champ. In the same, I wonder how many times that's been done in the same year. You win Manhattan and world champs. Like that's tough to do.
It was a really crazy summer, and they were pretty close to each other. I mean, we had a swing of maybe 7 tournaments back to back, and Manhattan Beach and world champs were kind of in the same couple months, and it was a pretty big roller coaster.
I would say a roller coaster where you're just
just going up. Yeah, it was.
When's this drop gonna happen? Hopefully never.
Yeah. Let's keep it going.
Yeah.
But I mean, like throughout those weeks, there were quite a few drops actually that maybe like people didn't really catch on to or see or really feel, but like Sarah and I did, and I think that's what happens when you kind of accomplish something of that grandeur, and when you as an athlete accomplish something that you work so hard for, and it's like the pinnacle of an athlete's life is to be a world champ and to hold these titles and stuff, and as like fulfilling and emotional as it is, there's also like there is some truth to kind of getting like that gold medal like hangover after that, and it's like well what now, there literally is only down from here.
I've actually, I was listening to a podcast, I want to say it was like Tony Robbins' podcast maybe, with Shaun White and Michael Phelps, and that was the topic, was like they went into depressions after each Olympics, like on point, because there's so much buildup, you're so focused on this one thing, and there's like no distractions, and then you get there, achieve it, and the whole world's staring at you and looking at you, and then like a few weeks later you're like, what do I do with myself? I don't know what to do, and nothing is as great as my last, that whatever, however long it lasted, that high. And you're just like, I have to figure out my purpose.
I have to win 8 gold medals now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like not quite on the same level as them, but like, no, it's insane. It really is true, and I think it really puts it into perspective, the value of like actually enjoying the process, as cliche as it is, and how like we always try and say that to each other, but like when you reach that destination, after that it's like, well, now what? Like you're still on this journey. It doesn't end there. Like you can't wait for that moment to be happy and to feel fulfilled and accomplished, because if you do, then you're missing everything and all the good things that lead up to that, and like there's more to life, I think, than just waiting for that moment. I think accomplishing that heightens life, but life is like all those moments in between that.
Right.
And so I think that's what, when you're so in it, and when you're just like, you're overwhelmed by just like being so in the moment, that you kind of lose that perspective, and it doesn't occur to you until it happens, and you're like, wow, that was incredible, but like this whole journey is incredible, and you can't just wait for that one moment to feel it.
Yeah.